Well, this one got a name yesterday. A little girl in the neighborhood named her Anna, which is kind of funny because Furball Farms had a tuxedo named Anna, who's adopted now. And she's the cutest little thing. And I kept thinking of calling this one Anna, and I thought, no, I can't do that because there was the one already, the famous one who has cerebellar hypoplasia. But this little girl in the neighborhood said, "Oh, I think she should be called Anna, A, 2 N's and an A." I said, "Okay, that's her name." And yesterday, her friend that she was always hanging out with got really sick, and I had to take him somewhere. It was an emergency. Called animal control, and they were able to evaluate him. They told me bring him in for assessment, and they decided they were going to keep him. He had a raging fever, most likely heat exhaustion, and he had so many issues from parasites, intestinal worms, all kinds of worms, hopefully not heartworm, and a skin reaction to fleas, probably a flea allergy, and he had open wounds all over from that, and plus a wound on his throat, probably from a fight with another community cat. And this little girl showed up a few weeks ago. I think it's a little girl, but this little one showed up a few weeks ago and linked up with him, stuck really close to him, and I think she saw him as her protection because the other community cats were going after her. And when I took him to animal control, and they had him overnight, of course, well, they've got him, they're keeping him, they're going to try to fix him up. Hopefully he recovers, and if he's a friendly cat, friendly enough, they will keep him to put him up for adoption. But if he's not friendly, they're going to bring him back here. But I think he's friendly enough to be up for adoption. I was wishing he would have been put up for adoption a long time ago. But then that left this one without any protection, and I was worried about her. And then last night, well, in the middle of the night, about 3 in the morning, I got up and she was sitting on my windowsill, just staring in. And I knew we have to do something for her. Can't leave her out there without protection. She's still healthy enough. It doesn't take long, and she actually showed up with beautiful shiny black fur, good and healthy, but it's already got some rust on it from the flea dirt. So that really made me worried about her, and I wanted to figure out a way to get her up for adoption anyway. It's just that you can't do that when you're just a regular person. You can't just post everywhere, especially when animal control and the animal shelters are trying. And I don't have the money to be doing all the TNR stuff or the trap, spay or neuter, and then hold the cat until it's adopted. I don't have the resources for that. But I just know in my heart that I can't just leave this one out there. She had some protection, and he's gone. And then that just left her on her own. And the other cats are going after her. So it's just not good for her. So I've got an appointment for her. And even if it means I'm eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the rest of the summer. She's going to be taken care of. And I don't know, maybe work with animal control, because they do sometimes adopt cats out who are being held by community members who found the cat, took care of it, got the spay, the neuter, the vet care, the vaccinations, and said, I will hold this cat here so you don't have to keep it at your shelter. And they will put it on their adoption page. Unless I manage to get a farmhouse and she can live with me. But this is Anna. Well, she's Anna for now anyway. Let's just check and see. Can you see that? Nope. See, she won't let me look. I'm just pretty... There's just nothing showing in the back. And she was hanging out with a male cat, which sometimes the little females... Whoops, there's my finger. Sometimes the little female cats will hang out with a male cat for protection. The males don't often hang out with each other too much. Let's see what you got there. Let's see what you got there. Nope, she's not. Sorry about that. She's not going to let me look. Yeah. Of course, you know, I might kid her to the vet and find out it's a boy. That happens. Because they're so young. It's not real obvious. But here she is sitting by my window, just enjoying herself. She didn't really like being inside overnight. She went and hid, but that's because there are other cats here, and she doesn't know them. Although she was sitting outside the windowsill with the company of the cats that sat there and looked at her. And the other cats are pretty welcoming to her. Even the fierce little, well, here he is in his bed. There he is. A little FIV positive one. And he just looked at her, and she got all hissy with him. He just kept his composure. His ears were still up. And, I mean, he's pretty adorable too. I don't know if she even knows he's there. And when the gray boy came up, she started hissing at him, and he wants to sit on his favorite perch right there. But, she's doing well right now. Oh, here she is. She's going to hiss at this one, my gray boy. Hey, gray boy. What? There he is. Yeah. Oh, his ears just went back. He said, what are you hissing at? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. And she's like, no, you can't get up here. Yeah, she took your spot, didn't she? She took your spot? Yeah. Yeah, she did. It's okay. You're a good boy. Good boy. There we go. I'll just keep petting him, and she'll look at him. She sees me petting him. Well, here we go. Hopefully she'll have a good rest of her life. She's just so stinking cute. I can't stand it. And, oh, I got it. He's got his kibble down there. That's his kibble tray. On the breakfast station. Aww. Oh, that's so cute. So we got 3 coexisting right here. And I've got to go take her stool sample into the vet right now. That's $43. All right. I'll just let her get acclimated some more. And we'll check back in another time.